Hey guys, welcome to Life Theory.
Today we're going to talk about, is coffee good for you?
Roll intro!
So, I came up with this idea, this thought to talk about coffee, mostly because I was like, we need some more ideas for the podcast. Hey, if you, listener, viewer, have an idea, throw it in the comments.
I mean, we have ideas, but
Yeah,
we just always love to come up with more.
yes, definitely. We like our list to be long, then we can choose. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking about stuff. I was like, ooh, coffee. Let's talk about coffee.
Yeah.
So we both love coffee.
It's very interesting.
I mean, I love coffee, enjoy making, but I don't hardly drink coffee because I don't love coffee.
No.
No.
Well, because actually, you used to hate coffee.
Yep, couldn't stand drinking it.
Yeah, we should get into that. But first,
But first,
are we drinking coffee?
we are. So today, it's just coffee.
Yeah.
No latte, no Walmart latte, no
No cold
latte.
foam.
Yeah, so I got this for Christmas. I'm the guy who gets coffee for Christmas now.
Oh.
Weird.
You went from hating coffee to being the guy who gets coffee for Christmas.
Yeah. So weird. But there's this one. I've seen the brand before. I don't know if I've ever tried any, but Barris Brothers.
Yes.
And this flavor is chocolate chip cookie. It's pretty good.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just made, it's on the instructions. It says use 1 pack for 8 to 10 cups. We like our coffee a little bit stronger, so I used 1 pack for 6 cups.
Yes.
Yeah.
We went with the coffee cups. Because fun fact, on the topic of coffee,
Yeah.
in America we have our cups, which is 8 ounces. But then if you look on a coffee machine, their cups, you might notice, doesn't quite seem like a cup. That's because it's not. A coffee cup is 6 ounces.
Yeah.
So
it's messed up.
we each got a cup, but 6 ounces, not 8.
Yeah. Well, technically, each of these mugs holds close to 2.5 cups.
Okay.
Of coffee. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, so if you're ever like, man, this many cups doesn't fit into my cup, why not? I'm like, I have a 20-ounce cup. Why doesn't, this many, how many cups are that? Like, in regular cups.
A 20-ounce.
That's like 2, or just over 2. But in coffee cups, it's just under 3.
Yeah.
So, some good math you can do so that you always have your cup full.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Coffee.
Coffee. So our topic is coffee bad for you? Because a lot of people like to get into this topic, I think.
Yeah.
It's good for you. No, it's bad for you.
There's some vehement defenders on both sides.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have some interesting and, as we'll see, even valid reasons for both sides. History of coffee is very interesting. I'll quick go into this, but
Yes, please do.
the coffee for a while was, of course, it's mostly only grown in South America and parts of Africa and Asia. So it wasn't really in Europe until around the time of Isaac Newton.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they actually attribute coffee to the Enlightenment era. Because
That's awesome.
before that, yes, there was tea, but that was not the main drink. The main drink of choice was alcohol, which it literally makes you think less. It literally kills brain cells. alcohol quite literally makes you dumber.
Yep.
So when college students started switching from alcohol as their casual drink to coffee, because they wanted another thing to make life more interesting, all of a sudden they went from being dumber to being a lot smarter. And it wasn't even necessary that they were smarter, it's that they had more attention, more focus.
Smarter comparatively.
Exactly. They had the ability to be smarter.
Yeah.
Because, one, they didn't have inhibitors of their brain, and two, they actually had a stimulant to make their brain work more and faster. But that gets into some of the interesting effects of coffee.
Yeah.
Because on its own, if we weren't to talk about the effects, it's like, oh, is coffee bad? Well, I mean, it depends on your taste buds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it bad for you? Well, 10 years ago, you would have said yes.
I don't know that
taste buds.
Oh, yeah, for taste buds, I'd be like, yeah, no coffee.
And now you're like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll drink a cup.
I used to actually love coffee even more than I do now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I like it, but I can take it or leave it.
So coffee, a lot of people like to get into the side of whether or not it's physically bad for you.
Yeah.
Or physically good for you.
Yeah, like the chemical effects and the digestive effects and all of that. There is some things that are true, like it's acidic.
Very acidic. Yeah. My dad loved coffee, and he still enjoys coffee.
Yeah.
But acid, in general, like acidic things, are very bad for him. They just
he has a
him.
sensitivity to acid.
Yep. And so now he can't hardly ever have coffee.
Yep, because it. So if you have acidity issues, like I think gastritis is to do with acid. I know, of course, acid reflux. If you have too much acid, it can cause problems and mess with your stomach. So that's a negative of coffee, is acid. And another thing that acid is bad for is your teeth.
Yeah.
Coffee actually kind of is a two-part attack on your teeth. It can stain your teeth, and it can eat away at your teeth a little bit because the acid.
Yeah.
Still way better than soda.
Yes.
Because coffee, compared to sugary soda, because high fructose corn syrup, and the acid from carbonation, way worse. Like, if you have bad teeth, stop drinking soda. I'm having to just completely... I just have to cut myself off and not drink soda, because I was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah. An interesting thing on the side of acid is that there are certain ways, if you make your coffee in a certain method, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, it actually more or less removes the acid. It removes the acidity.
Yeah, well, you can, like, greatly reduce the acid with things like overnight. The overnight coffee, where, what's that? Cold brew. Cold brew coffee is much less acidic, as well as pour over. That's a less acidic coffee.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's some things you can do as far as acid.
I saw this one, like, way too... that's the term I'm trying. I saw this one over-engineered cold brew machine.
Okay.
So there's this big container up top. And you dump a bunch of ice in it. And some cold water. And then it comes down to a little funnel with a turn valve to turn it on and off, and you can adjust it, and then you adjust it so that it just has a constant drip, And then underneath that is the where the coffee grounds go.
Mm-hmm.
And then underneath that, there's a little spiral glass tube. And then it drips into a, whatever that term is.
Beaker.
Yeah, and it takes like, somewhere around 24 hours for it to finish, like all the ice melting. And but it's a huge beaker. And yeah, my aunt sent that to me. She's like, look at this crazy thing. I was like, cool, you want to buy me one?
Oh man, I could imagine it's probably hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah, very, very
Easily.
expensive.
Yeah. So there's things that can help, but yeah, that's some issues, but it also has antioxidants.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps, like with gut health. It helps also with digestion, which is kind of counterintuitive because the acid can hurt digestion and antioxidants can help. But yeah, so there is some health benefits. And of course, if you drink too much, then you have to deal, like if you drink a ton of it, or if you drink like a ton of espresso, then you do have to deal with another thing, which is caffeine.
Yes, caffeine.
So caffeine has a twofold effect of being able to cause issues with your body itself.
Mm-hmm.
Shakiness, dizziness, even temporary issues with your kidney, or permanent if you abuse it for long term. But it also has mental effects, which is the big reason why coffee exists.
Yeah, so for people who may not completely understand, because I think it's safe to say we all have heard about caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caffeine has a similar effect to what we could call pain medicine, or like ibuprofen or
Tylenol,
or something like that. So ibuprofen, Tylenol, those things will, like, you have pain, so you take that so that it essentially dulls the nerve receptors to that pain.
Exactly.
So your brain doesn't really register it.
So it's like if imagine your nerves as like little guys running from you cut your finger. There's a little guy running from your finger to your brain, constantly being like, "Hello, here is a letter. What does it say? Oh, pain. Ow, ow." And it's constantly doing that. That's how you get pain. And what the ibuprofen is, you take some ibuprofen, and it goes to your finger, and he goes, "Hey, I have a letter for the brain." And they're like, "No, you don't." Douche! Kind of knocks them out. Keeps them at bay. It literally blocks the pain receptors.
Yeah. So that's what the pain things like ibuprofen or whatever do. Caffeine does the same thing, except to your tiredness. Mm-hmm. So your brain is registering whatever tells your brain, I'm tired. Caffeine comes in and says, no, you're not.
Yep.
You are, but your caffeine's just telling you that you're not.
I mean, if you've ever not been able to sleep, you've probably taken melatonin, which that's what it stops.
Yes, caffeine stops the melatonin.
Yep. And so you'll be getting more and more tired throughout the day, because that's your body giving you more and more, being like, hey, we should go to sleep. We should go to sleep. And then the coffee's just like, no. We shouldn't, actually.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So, as you can see from our example, there's good and bad things that can happen from something like caffeine.
Yeah.
One good thing, I could think of two, like, very obvious good things. One is, in the morning, when your body just hasn't finished clearing out all the melatonin, it kind of gives it a kick. So if you've gotten a good night's rest, but you wake up a little groggy and tired, caffeine will block that feeling, and then usually by the afternoon, again, if you've gotten proper amounts of sleep, once the caffeine wears off, your body takes over. It's like, yep, we don't have any melatonin. We're good. We're good to start the day, and it uses its own stuff. So, working early mornings, or getting used to a sleep schedule you're not used to, or just any time when you wake up and you want to be alert as quick as possible, caffeine can help with that.
Yeah.
Second thing is, it helps with focus.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, even a little bit of melatonin can be distracting. Just a little bit of tiredness, a little bit. So it kind of gives you just a little more alertness, a little more. Okay, we're on it, and that can help in general and in emergency situations where you're tired, and you need to not be tired.
Yeah.
So similar to ibuprofen, it can be used in specific situations. If you need to use a lot of it in specific situations to be like, I need to be awake, I need to get the job done, have some caffeine.
Yeah. Another dual aspect of coffee, the one thing that a lot of people who are on the coffee is bad for you side be like, well, it's really dehydrating, and I mean it is dehydrating.
It is what's called a diuretic, which means it makes you need to use the restroom in liquid form more often than like water.
So when you make your coffee, if you're able to use something like regular milk, which some people can't, whatever.
Or using also like half and half cream.
Yeah. Yep. That'll help with it not being so much of a diuretic, and so it's just like, it is or can be dehydrating, but as long as if you prepare it right.
If you prepare it right, add dairy products and don't add a ton of sugar. Because sugar also will do the exact same thing of slipping through your body real quick. So low on the sugar, high on the cream, and then it is decently hydrating. Of course, nothing's as good as water. If you're thirsty, drink water. I try to make it a rule, like, even when I'm drinking something, I'm like, if I'm thirsty, I should drink water, and then I can sip on this drink.
Yeah, that's what I try to do, too.
That way, you're not just having things that are slipping past you real quick. Rather, you're getting water that's actually going into your system and helping you.
There's another effect that is on the negative side.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, it just actually is. It's not really a duality. It's just kind of bad.
Yeah, and that's the side of the effect of addiction.
Yep.
Yeah, coffee can cause a dependence.
Exactly. To be clear, when we say addiction, because that word gets thrown around a lot.
True.
We're talking about specifically chemical addiction, which is, at least this is for most people. There is some people that psychologically, like, will have this feel that, like, oh, I need to have my coffee. But for most people, the type of addiction they have is called chemical addiction, which is where your body itself thinks it needs it. So, like, what happens is, if you drink coffee every day, and especially if you drink a lot of coffee every day, or you drink it multiple times throughout the day rather than just like once, or drinking it at night. Just any time you use caffeine a lot, what it will cause is your body will try to compensate. So it will assume, okay, caffeine is just one of the chemicals that's in my body now. It just is, so I need to figure out how to make sure he's still sleepy at night. The way they do that, your body does it because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We're great at adapting. Your body adds more melatonin.
Mm-hmm.
Adds more sleepiness. It makes you more and more sleepy. That's why you'll notice after a while the caffeine that used to like make you go, whoa, I'm so awake. Now it's not as effective. And it's like, oh man, I could maybe use an afternoon cup.
Mm-hmm.
But that's your body compensating.
Yeah.
And so what happens is, depending how much caffeine you're using, when you stop using caffeine, well, your body's out of balance because it's been pumping you with the sleep chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And now they all hit you at once.
Ooh.
So and the deficiency can also cause your body to go into like panic mode, which is what we call withdrawals.
Mm-hmm.
Purely physical withdrawals of coffee isn't that bad. It's 3 things: irritability, headaches, and fatigue or tiredness. And they go away after like a week or less. I will say, a little off topic, but I'm weird in that I don't have the ability, I don't think I have the ability to be chemically dependent on caffeine, which is odd because I thought I was, because now, and this is not to my credit, but for a while I was abusing caffeine and it had no effect on me. Like, it didn't make me awake ever. And so one time I was like, I want to make sure I'm not dependent. And I quit. And I was a little bit tired. And then I was fine. No headache, no irritability, no change in my mood. It's like, that was weird. And then I did it again, like, more than 6 months later after reincorporating caffeine. And that time I wasn't even tired afterwards. So it's a weird thing, because that's the other thing about caffeine is not all bodies react the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is and it can replace good habits, which I kind of alluded to.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're depending on coffee to help wake you up in the morning or to help stimulate your brain to be getting something done, it can replace good habits. Like, for example, waking up in the morning, something that can help you get alert as get up at a decent time and do some exercises.
Yep. And things like, instead of, like, if we had no caffeine and we keep waking up tired, usually we would go, okay, I need to go to bed earlier.
Whoa.
And so that would have been a good habit that you would have made. And, or it could be like, oh, I should go to bed because I'm tired. And that made a good habit. But instead, with caffeine, we can use it as, oh, I'm tired in the morning, I need caffeine. Oh, I'm tired at night, I need caffeine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired while I'm driving and I almost ran off the road, I need caffeine. Like, it can be a dangerous thing where it replaces good habits and discipline with a quick Band-Aid solution. So that pretty much covers it, right? Or, oh wait, no, there's one more thing.
Well, actually, before we get to that next thing, there is so about all of this, it sounds actually like quite a bit of negative.
Yeah, we did just the last few things we talked about were pretty negative.
But the biggest thing is, if you're aware, if you are conscious and intentional about coffee and about how you're using it, you can not get addicted. You can have it as just an enjoyable drink in your day.
And I do want to specify something, because that sounds similar to the way some people talk about, smoking or alcohol.
Yes, true.
And I'm not even going to say, if you say, hey, I don't like the idea that I could get addicted, so I'm not going to drink coffee or caffeine. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's not something that I think I'd be opposed to. But one thing I would say that is different about caffeine versus alcohol, which is why I brought up that story in the beginning, is caffeine, if used properly and responsibly, can actually be a tool to help us think more and think clearly and brainstorm and come up with interesting ideas. And I look at alcohol and I don't see that. I don't see the benefit.
No.
I look at smoking and I don't see the benefit. A lot of these other ones are only used as a cope.
Mm-hmm.
Now, caffeine can be used as a cope.
Yeah.
So that is something to be aware of and to pray about and to come to your own decision about. But it can also be used as a helpful tool. So that is all I'll say to defend caffeine as a whole. It can be useful and it can be good if used properly.
Properly in moderation.
Exactly.
But that other thing you were mentioning.
That other thing I was mentioning. So this was a weird thing that I wasn't even thinking about. That you just kind of, we were just sitting there, just kind of casually talking about coffee. Because, right before doing it, we make our notes. And you're like, oh, I know a reason.
There's one reason why coffee can be bad for you.
I mean, other than everything we just talked about.
Yeah. Something that we don't ever think about and we totally normalize. And that is coffee snobs.
Thank you, Internet.
Think about it, though.
Yeah.
Coffee snobs.
You want to quick define what you're talking about when you say coffee snobs?
True, yes. Okay, so coffee snobs is somebody who's like, I only drink the best coffee prepared in only the best way.
Yes.
And if you don't, I think that you're wrong.
I need locally sourced, locally grown. It needs to be roasted in front of me.
Yeah.
It has to only have been roasted for at the most 7 days. After that, the beans go stale. Like, it has to be ground like this. And I'll be honest, I've been tempted to be that every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just too poor to care. But no, for real, coffee snobs, and you're right, it's justified for some reason.
Yeah, very,
anything
very
as
much.
simple as like the rivalry between Dunkin' and Starbucks, all the way up to you're using the wrong espresso machine.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we doing?
Wait a second. Think about this. Coffee snobs usually attempt to impose their own opinions on others.
Yeah, they're in their doctrine, basically.
Yeah. But that almost always causes strife.
Yes.
And strife only comes from one place.
Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know, or we should know, pride's not a good thing. God's very, very specific about that. One of the biggest verses actually fits very well with this is Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. So, only by pride cometh contention. Contention is strife, is fighting, is any type of strife, any type of fighting, so verbally, physically, but only by pride. If there's contention in any way, that means somebody is being prideful, one party or the other or both.
Mm-hmm. So, and also, there is things that God says to contend for, things like the faith, or our family, or each other, right? Things that matter.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about coffee, is as interesting as it is sometimes, even if you're very much like, hey, I want to spend some money on this as a hobby. Sure. You're like, hey, I have some money. I'm going to buy an espresso machine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn how to make pour over. It's great. But the second you start turning it into pride, it's a problem.
Yeah.
For one very specific reason. All right? If someone is blaspheming the name of God, they're just wrong.
Yeah.
Because that's objective. If someone is saying if someone is, hurting someone else, that's wrong. That's objective. Someone is, blaspheming the name of God, that's wrong. If someone is drinking Folgers coffee, the prideful person in me wants to say that's wrong. But it's not.
No, not
it's
at
what
all.
they enjoy.
Yeah.
And I don't enjoy it. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because in this situation, it's subjective.
Very.
So coffee snobbery is just a cult for caffeine lovers.
Yes.
So don't join a cult.
Yeah. So is coffee bad for you? It can be.
It can be if you abuse it, get addicted to it, or get obsessed with it.
Yes. So don't do those.
Don't do those, and then it can be a wonderful, great tool.
Yeah.
And
a great social drink.
It's really good for fellowship. Meeting at a coffee shop with someone, seeing what new flavors they have, it's awesome. I've had some of my greatest conversations at coffee shops.
I just realized another thing. Is coffee bad for you? Yes, because you got to spend money.
That's the other thing about coffee snobbery.
That's true.
It can turn into an expensive
So expensive.
art. Yeah. The amount of money you can end up spending on just latte.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the Silas's Book of Opinions we'll call it a sin. But
yeah.
Opinions are like noses. Are like nostrils. We have two of them and they smell.
I've not heard that one before.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's a new one. But yeah, coffee, it can be great.
Yes.
It can taste great if made properly. It can, you can like it. Like my favorite way to drink coffee, which to all the coffee lovers, you're probably going to have a heart attack. Drip coffee. Mm-hmm. I do like a good latte every once in a while. Mm-hmm. But if I could only have one coffee for the rest of my life, it would be drip coffee with Coffee Mate sweet cream creamer. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I need. I'm a simple guy. But yeah, because it's an opinion thing. It's subjective. But it's good.
Yeah.
Is coffee bad for you? No. But maybe.
Could be. Well, thank you guys for watching another or listening to another one of our episodes.
I like this one. This one's more casual.
Yes.
Ooh, I also have my dog with me today. I do want to say hi. She was going to sit here, but then she got bored of us. Maggie.
Schmuggles.
Come here.
Come here, dummy.
Hey.
Gotta get the dog.
We have a new member of the family. She just woke up, so she's not really sure where she is right now or what she's doing. Here, say hi to everyone. There you go. That's her way of saying hi.
Usually she barks.
She does.
If she's saying hi for the first time.
Well, yes, but because of technology, she can't see them.
True.
Because they don't exist yet, because you didn't post it.
That's such a weird thought.
So, in the future, how's life? Do we have flying cars yet?
In 3 days? I doubt it.
Yeah. Who knows?
3.
Amazon moves fast.
True.
They have 2-day shipping, so someone could get it by now.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.